What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you that were hanging out waiting. Shout outs to everybody that's going to watch the replay because we had to do this again. We wanted to do a live stream together, myself and my man UnAverage Joe. We did this last year at the beginning of the year, and that live stream currently has, at the recording of this, or as we're live, 30,000 views. It's crazy. So, UnAverage Picks for 2023, it is again, and it is. I know his 5. He doesn't know my 5, but I can tell you it's not going to be the typical 10 picks for 2023 that you're going to see from most content creators in this space. So definitely drop down below. I see we got 40 people in the first, 63, 64 seconds. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like the stream. Go ahead and drop what you're rocking down below. I'm not going to tell you what I'm wearing yet because it's my first of my 5, but let's go ahead and bring on the man of the hour, my main man and UnAverage Joe. What's going on? Joe?
Great to see you. Thank you for having me, Ross. What's going on, chat? This is awesome. Happy 2023. And because of such an occasion, just like the first time we did this list, I've been getting a lot of demand to do this again. So I bought it back.
Oh, you brought it back, the Sour Patch box, the custom box.
I bought it back. And got some goodies in here. Of course, my personal fragrance.
Oh, yeah.
UnAverage Patch.
Gotta have it.
Scent of the day, leather tobacco.
Leather tobacco. That's a lot of people's scents of the day right now. You're a little choppy, Joe.
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. It's choppy as you make moves.
Yeah, probably. And
it's
then
not the audio, it's the video.
Got you. Okay.
I don't know if you're seeing it. It could be me.
It might be a little bit stormy, so that I think that might be why it might be chopping with the internet a little bit.
And real quick, I want to give a quick shout out. I was not expecting Mohammed to be in here. It's funny that you're here because one of my 5 is one of Mohammed's fragrances. That's one of my 5 UnAverage picks. So glad to see you here, Mohammed. I promise everybody that was not planned. I had no clue he was going to drop in here. So one of his fragrances is one of my 5 picks. So Joe, what are you rocking today? Is it one of your 5 first before you tell me?
Nah, Scent of the day.
Scent of the day was leather tobacco. Okay, my bad.
Leather tobacco.
I'm all over the place. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we should go ahead and jump into this. Let's try to keep it as short and sweet as we can for you guys. We'll try to keep it under an hour. We have something special to do for you guys here at the end. So make sure you watch the whole way through. I promise it's going to be worth your while. I promise. So I'll go ahead and start us off since my scent of the day is my first pick because it doesn't get enough love. It is Ralph's Club Parfum, the release from last year.
That's a good one.
So this smells fantastic. And I think the reason it's not going to get a lot of love is because it's not a loud fragrance. It's not really loud. It does stick to my skin for a while. The first hour, as with most fragrances, yeah, it pushes really good. It'll grab some attention. But after that, it's kind of something along the lines of what you would expect from a Polo Blue, from a Bleu de Chanel Parfum, Polo Blue Parfum. The Parfum designers tend to sit a bit close to the skin. They're warmer, they're richer, and they tend to last a good while. They're kind of the smooth, refined take on the scent profile. And I would say this is much more refined than the original. It's not as playful and lax. While I wouldn't call this the most serious fragrance, it's definitely much more spicy, deep, dark, a little smoky and woody as compared to the fresh green, lavender, kind of blue fragrance vibe that is Ralph's Club Eau de Parfum. So my first pick that I'm going to be reaching for this year, as far as UnAverage picks, is Ralph's Club Parfum.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Do you have it?
I don't have it, but I sell it at my store too. So it is very good. It sold a lot during Christmas time for sure.
Really?
I prefer that over the EDT.
Well, it's actually the original's an Eau de Parfum still. And I think this isn't much higher of an oil concentration, but there's a difference for sure. It does smell better than the other one. It's just not as loud. It's not as bright,
Yeah. Right. So it just something about this one works a little bit more. But you're right. It was Eau de Parfum. So.
Yeah. The first, it's funny how they start with an EDP. And then they could have did like everybody else does, go EDT, EDP, Parfum, and work their way up to concentrations. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Ralph Lauren fragrances don't do cash grabs because they definitely do, like all the other popular designers. But this one's different enough. Right. I don't think it's too much of a, just the same fragrance. They changed it up a little bit. So, Joe, what's going to be your first of your 5?
Speaking of changing it up, this one didn't really change up the game, but just the fact that you can have this at such a affordable price, such an affordable price that you don't have to chase after the vintage version of this, is a fragrance that I came to love a lot, and a few other popular YouTubers, shout out to Michelle, came to love it too when I introduced it to them. We are talking about Poker Face from
I had a
Ted
feeling that's where you were going. Talk to us about it.
So, how many of you like La Nuit de l'Homme? How many of you don't want to pay over $100, $150, $200 for a vintage formulation? This is going to give you all of that plus a little bit more added iris to it, but it really is like the vintage La Nuit de l'Homme. Joey from Joey Cannoli Raw has a big La Nuit enthusiast. Him and Juju, that was the scent when he first met Juju that he used to like spray his jacket with to give her while they were still apart. And so they know what La Nuit is. And when they tried this, they were like, oh yeah, this is La Nuit. And for $26, 100 mil.
Bonafide cheapie right there.
Exactly. You can't go wrong with it.
Look at that dent.
Well, most of this dent was from me I gave Michelle 30 mils of it. Okay. And then like I've given like Joey 5, so a lot of the dents has been from sharing the wealth and just introducing it to people. But I have gone through about like 5, almost 10 mils myself. So
yeah, but when you start amassing a pretty good collection, 5 to 10 mils is a lot for one fragrance.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. But it's good. It's really good. And it is La Nuit de l'Homme. You don't go for Blue Electrique. Don't go for the vintage.
Yeah, don't hunt down Blue Electrique. It's great, guys, but it's not worth trying to get it from overseas and pay duties and all that. It's not that serious. There you go, Poker Face from Ted Lapidus. So Joe's told me a few times that I need to try this one. So I need to just buckle down and get it. I mean, sub $30. I'll roll the dice on damn near any fragrance for $30 or less. Hard to go wrong there. So that's an excellent unaverage choice. I like that. I like where we're going here. And absolutely. My phone is getting blown up. Give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, man. How many people like Sour Patch Kids? Let me know in the comments.
So just to let you guys know, George Zaharoff is very, very excited. His stuff's getting put in, the Archangels and everything. I'm live. So just letting you guys know, George is very excited. Beautiful fixtures.
Hi, George.
It's coming together. So if he tunes in, he's going to see this. And so have you seen a lot of the renovations so far? He's been doing the little tours on Facebook here and there throughout the
A few when I've been able to catch it when I'm on a break or something from work. Yeah.
So my next choice, I don't know if Mohammed's still here, but Black Anubis from Sphinx Fragrances. This is my favorite release from the house. This is so good. Surprisingly works well. So when you hear this composition, it may sound like it just doesn't jive, but it does. A lot of believable grapefruit, juicy grapefruit that's not really tart, more juicy than anything else, and smooth, that lasts a long time. It's got some aromatic tone to it. I want to say there's lavender in here as well without making it soapy, but it's based around kind of this dry nutmeg spice, dry pencil shaving oud smell with a soft, not really heavily animalic leather, but it's more of a supple tone to the leather. It's not a real oud funk. It's extremely wearable for a Middle Eastern based oud fragrance. Mohammed, whoever perfumed this from Mohammed, did a stellar job. This is my favorite from the house. This is one that I would urge you guys to get a carded sample. You can get samples. You can get travel sizes. Actually, I have a travel size right here.
Hey, nice.
That's a different fragrance, though. I don't remember which one that is. But you can get 10 mLs or you can get 2 ml carded samples. I would advise trying this one. If you want something that's oud but very wearable, more of the dry oud type, it's not real challenging. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm telling you guys, if you ever valued my opinion, I'm not saying blind buy this, even though he's priced them affordably for what they are, because these are straight up luxury niche quality oils. And they are original scents. This doesn't remind me of anything, but this one captivated me. This is the only one I even really talk about because in my mind, it's the best one, aside from the 2 women's choices. The 2 women's choices are fantastic. But for guys, this is one that had to be here because it is an unaverage pick from Sphinx Fragrances. This is Black Anubis.
You've been talking a lot about that house, and I've been really interested. That one in the green bottle one.
Yeah, so Tabac Citron Vanille is a lot of people. That's Dave's favorite. Callie's Groom Room. Shout out to Dave.
That's the one that I'm like, okay, that's when you told me about that. That's what perked my ears up.
They're really good. I was, lucky enough to be able to do the launch video for the house. Muhammad gave me that privilege, and I was very impressed. One kind of first dates, just middle of the road for me. And that's one of the things I like about Muhammad. He was cool with whatever I had to say. That's why I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Because not everything's a banger from everybody. But when it comes to the two women's, this one, and then everybody seems to love Tabac Citron Vanille. 4 of the 6 are fantastic releases. And there's a new one. There's a leather Wood of the Gods. It's a leather oud fragrance. I haven't tried that one yet. That one just came out. Shout outs to George Zaharoff for the 1999 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. 101 viewers and 44 likes. 103 viewers, 44 likes. We can do better, guys. Let's go ahead and hit that thumbs up. George, Joe's scent of the day is actually leather tobacco. There it is. There it is.
Yes, it is.
My Black Anubis is stuck in Los Angeles Customs. Joel has a bottle coming his way. Snuggle up with that like button. Thank you, Alan. Fragrance Fright Night. Put it right there with letting you guys know. It's time to hit that like button. Everybody's telling George hello. 3 Sphinx scents on my wish and want list for 2023. Okay. I'm kind of behind. George has been summoned. There we go. UnAverage Joe. They are really good. Plus, I just subscribed to your channel. That's awesome.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, Robert.
Thank you to anyone who subs. Yes.
Robert's one of my first 300 or 400 subscribers. Robert's been around for a long time.
That's awesome.
Jared with the $5 super chat. Shout out to Ross in the Rack Store vid. Put the word out, gents. Thieves out here thieving. We need our small and mid businesses in USA. Slap the like button and sub, people. Appreciate you. That's the ultimate hype man in these live chats. Is Jared. I appreciate you.
Yes, he is. He really is. Shouts to Jared.
Then we got one more super chat. Not so famous YouTuber. Shout out to Joe. Lighting a candle. All love Joe.
Shout out to Spence. Yeah. Got my Tltg candle.
That's your Tltg candle.
Ombre, my favorite from this main collection. Like the standard candles. Yeah, this is leather, a little bit of spice, citrus. It's more of a winter type of scent, so it's cozy, but leather, spices, vanillas, the whole 9. So it's really good. Really, really good.
On top of that, what's your next pick?
Well, I might as well, since I'm talking about Tltg here, my brand, and since everything, I might as well just go ahead and bring out talking about oud palau from Tltg.
A little low, and you keep chopping up a little bit. The bandwidth's a little bit of struggle. Like you're not chopping right now, but the resolution's low. So the
got you.
Low. But I can see the bottle. Just can't read it.
Oud palau. Hold on, oud palau from Tltg.
That's better. So talk to us about the scent.
A little bit of oud, a little bit of tobacco, a little bit of booze. It has some rose, but it's not your standard rose oud. It puts more emphasis on the earthy tones, the patchouli, tobacco, and it's just really, really good. Honestly, I didn't think that this type of oud would be suitable. I didn't think Tltg would have been able to hit it out the park they did with this. But this is an ideal oud for people who want to get into ouds. Also,
it's a good stepping stone type of oud.
Yeah,
that's kind of how I feel about this one. Very, very wearable because it's more dry wood smell than funky in any way.
Exactly. So, beginner to intermediate almost, but not that it's completely off-putting. This is very safe. This is a EDP. For those who don't know, if it comes in a black bottle as opposed to a clear transparent bottle, it is EDP, not EDT. And 75 mLs, great, just great fragrance. Oud palau. One of the ones.
UnAverage oud.
There you go. There you go. This one is really good. I may be bringing this to a certain trip in April. That's how good it is. So,
well, we're definitely going to do some blind smelling rates. So
mm-hmm.
if anybody that
Mm-hmm.
knows me at all that's going to be there in April knows I'm all about doing content. So don't plan on sleeping
Absolutely.
after this party.
At all.
Be keeping some people up till 3-4 o'clock in the morning doing some content.
Let's do it. But yeah, so that's my second pick, Oud Palau. I figured if it can't be a diptyque ambassador and brand
Right.
ambassador and not have
Right.
a diptyque option in there. So good stuff though.
Well, my next choice is one that I still am very surprised by this one. I've been talking about it a lot in the last couple of days. It's Ombre Parfum. So this one, I just on a whim, an algorithm got me. I opened up Amazon. It recommended it because I look at fragrances all the time. So I'm in a fragrance algorithm on there with suggestions of things to buy. And I was like, okay, I've been keeping an eye out. I want to get the Eau de Parfum, but I never really looked into the Le Parfum. So I went check the notes out and saw it was a sweet iris. And I was like, okay, sub 50, iris, highly unlikely I'm not going to like this one. Let me check it out. Love it. Gave it a 9 out of 10. Just did a full review on this one. This is out freaking standing. You have to like sweet, though. Sweet and very waxy iris, soft and powdery, but at the top, it's still quite earthy, like more of an earthy violet smell at the top than it is a soft powdery iris. It kind of transitions to soft powdery iris as it dries down. You get a lot of praline and gourmand sweetness at the top. Then you get more of a creamy vanilla, soft, like it really gets softer without losing strength as it dries down because the vanilla and iris kind of transition and take over the fragrance. It's not the most complex, deep, nuanced scent profile out there. It's kind of two-staged, but both stages are really, really good. This is much more enthusiast than I thought it would be. It's not as basic as you would think. People run away when they see Youp a lot of the times. Trust me, on my post, they're like, oh, Youp, terrible. I'm like, no. Read the bottom. Le Parfum. I can't stand the original either. I think it's a chemical mess. Sorry to anybody sorry, Montrese. I know Montrese is a big fan. Shout out to Montrese. But this one, if you're a fan of sweet or a fan of iris, this is definitely an unaverage pick for 2023. Came out last year. Kind of a dark horse that doesn't really get talked about. Slept on, monster performer. I oversprayed this one with 6 sprays. That is way too much for the sillage and projection that this one has. It's very bright, very loud. It takes a long time to settle down. So if you're looking for a monster and you like sweet florals, I encourage you to get your nose on this some kind of way. This is Ombre Le Parfum.
Gotta try that. I am also a fan of Youp, but more so a nostalgic fan. That was my uncle's scent back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't bother me as much, compared to some people. But Le Parfum, you definitely have my attention for, so I'll have to check that one out.
Dude, I thought I'd like it. I love it.
Okay.
One of the better pickups I've gotten that's not a niche fragrance in like 6 months. And I've gotten a lot of fragrances in the last 6 months. So I'm very surprised by that one. So what's your next pick, Joe? What we got?
My next pick. So I am going to do a cheapie myself. Well, I don't know how cheap it is now. It was cheap when I got it because I know the demand went up high for it. We are talking about from the house of Afnan, 9 p.m.
Ooh, you can still get it sub 30. Perfumeonline.ca.
Okay.
Who I do a lot of collaborations with. It was like $25.50 from them.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So then good. If that's the case, 100 mil, this thing is a beast. It's basically your ultra male
better
clone, a little bit better. Definitely a little bit better. I appreciate this a little bit more. It's a little bit smoother. And just as a whole, I mean, it's a heavy bottle. Even the cap, you drop this on your foot, it will hurt. So there is
really
bad. there is quality to the bottle. It's not just a $30 bottle, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The glass is heavy. I think I've actually dropped this bottle once. Yeah, I've dropped the bottle and nothing happened. I think more happened to the floor that it fell on than the bottle. But
the wood.
Yeah. No, it's really good, and it has me interested in trying more Afnan too. But this you can't beat it with a stick.
That was my
$30 too.
off-and-on gateway drug. That
Okay.
fragrance. That
Okay.
impressed me so much. Because off-and-on has become my favorite affordable Middle Eastern house.
Nice.
They make clones that have their own little twist, and the quality is really good. Because that doesn't have that screechiness that the opening of Ultra Male has. It's apple instead of pear, so it's fruitier, but it's so much smoother.
No, this is great, and yeah, I like to throw this on more so like in the springtime when it's a little bit more warmer out than cold. But yeah, no, definitely really good, and I'm looking forward to putting more of a dent in this bottle. When I got it, it was towards the end of the summer, but even then, I already put like 2-3 mils of it. But I will be doing more. We'll be doing
9 p.m. That's a damn good choice. I can't knock that one at all. So another one. This was one of my favorite releases last year. Not just designer releases, just in general. If you like tropical and sweet, you will like Le Beau Le Parfum from Jean Paul Gaultier. I love this fragrance. I had a decant, which I still have, that I've knocked out almost half of since, and I just knew I had to have a bottle at some point. So this, anybody that smelled Le Beau EDT, it still maintains that coconut tonka bean combo, but here it's much more tropical, sweet, and fruity at the top because of this pineapple note. But it's not overly done because the cypress note, which is very prominent as well, kind of grounds it, brings it back down to earth to where it's not too much. Because I could see that being cloying, a bunch of pineapple and tonka bean on an already sweet DNA. Now, look, it still might be too much for some, but I got to say, this will take you to a beach. This is tropical fruity drink sitting by the bar on a beach vacation. This is a great evening wear choice, even in the summer, on your summer vacation. Obviously, this is something I'm going to wear in other situations besides just being on vacation at the beach, but it'll take you there mentally because it's just so tropical. For being tonka bean heavy, the pineapple and coconut here really can take you there, and it doesn't have that sunscreen vibe that a lot of these designer synthetic coconut notes can have. Absolutely gorgeous. Shout outs to Tyler, Simply Fragrance. I know he's watching. He just got a bottle recently and fell in love with this one. Have you tried this one, Joe?
I have tried it. I tried it over the summertime. It was really good. I will definitely say that was one I did enjoy more than what I thought I would. So
very sweet though, and very strong, guys. This is a strong fragrance. So if you don't like strong and sweet, no matter how tropical and fruity it is, if you don't like strong and sweet, avoid. Because the iris here, some people may get excited that like iris. It's more of a light soapy floral tone. It's not like a heavily powdery floral iris smell. It's not waxy or earthy or any of that stuff like we were talking about with UnAverage Le Parfum. That's much more prominent. Here it's more of just a supportive light soapy tone that it adds to it. It's all about the cypress, the tropical fruitiness at the top, and then the tonka bean is basically what you can expect. Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Le Parfum, one of my favorites.
Yeah, and then the only other thing, be careful when spraying your clothes, because when I sprayed it on a card, like almost 3 hours later, the card was still blue.
Yeah, that's not the bottle. Color, that's the color of the juice.
Yeah, that color. But even like some blue ones, it will like kind of disappear or whatever. Whatever that was with that blue, that stuck. Like the card was the color of the bottle. So just in case y'all, I want to make sure y'all don't mess up y'all white shirts or your lighter colored shirts. Don't spray your clothes with that one. Be careful.
My Celtics blew it. Which comment? I said I would have seen that comment. I would have died if you read it. So I scrolled up. I don't see any other comment from you. I don't know if it was from you or somebody else, but yeah. Oh, well, I give up.
Ralph's Club Bandit. Oh, I don't know. But yeah.
So what's your next pick, Joe?
My next pick is going to be one from a house that hopefully gets more love in.
Okay, hold on. We got to
Hey, nosy.
Okay, kind of break real quick.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt, but I figured you'd be happy to see Nosy.
Nah, always happy to see Nosy. How you doing, Nosy? Great to see you, bro. This next one deserves, hopefully the house gets more attention in 2023. I know it's a little bit harder because it's based out of Kuwait, but it really is a really good house. And a lot of people need to check it out. And that is from the House of Premier Perfumes. This offering is actually the one that I personally fell in love with first, and it is Pirates. So
love the juice color.
Yeah, no, you will love you would love this juice. It's an iris-based fragrance.
Oh yeah, not too many iris fragrances that I don't enjoy.
Iris, a little bit of ambroxan. So it gives it like a freshness. Iris type, almost in the realm of Dior Homme, like the newer formulations of Dior Homme or Dior Homme Intense. But this one is a little bit more woody, but definitely you get a good amount of iris, and this thing lasts. Most of Premier's fragrances, I have not tried one that it did not last 9 hours at the least. Like all of them are just bombs, and this one is really, really good. 100 ml bottles, so that's the size that they come in. And yeah, I mean, they're coming from Kuwait. Minus the actual shipping, the cost of the fragrances are actually pretty affordable. And if you buy like 3 of them, I believe shipping is free. So at that point, you're fine. But
and they have discovery sets, right? I want to say I've seen posts about discovery sets.
They do have discovery sets because they have like almost a newer collection that debuted at Scent Explore, and then they have there's like this part, their regular collection too, which come in like samples like this. So it's like almost 8 or 10 of them in samples like this. So you can also do a discovery set if you want to just sample them at the end of the day. But hopefully Premier gets a little bit more love, some attention in 2023. I know that
noted.
They are doing some big things, and definitely great house to check out.
I need to discover some things from them. I haven't tried any of their fragrances yet.
Bader is an awesome person. Just as a person, the passion that goes into it just is unreal. And just the man, whenever the person puts love in getting to know someone, they're putting love in their fragrances. So definitely Premier Pirates for sure would be.
So shout outs to either Joel or Rick. It's one of the two with the Ralph's Club Bandit. I've stolen before, I'll steal again. So that's the 2 burner accounts that 2 people with burner accounts I know for certain are subscribed to where they could be in the live chat. So it's either Joel or Rick. So, and one of them or both are laughing right now because like, I know he knows. I knew he knew me. But anyways, here we go. Nice. Nosy. All right. So
Dave has tried them. Dave has tried. He just put Premiers in the UA. Yeah.
At Max Aroma. There you go. And I know Rico's a big fan. He's pretty close to him as well.
He's the one who told me about them. Yeah. Fragged out, swagged out. Shout out to Rico. But yeah.
You mind putting the website in the chat?
They do not have a website. So theirs is based off of WhatsApp. And everything. I will go ahead and get that information for y'all in a few seconds and send that over to us.
And look, if not, you can go to Max Aroma and they'll have some information and have fragrances according to Dave. So anybody that's interested. He said, I know, I'm kind of Avalon like that. There you go. Shout outs to Nosy. Robert says, I need to get leather tobacco. I agree. You at least need to sample it. Samples are available from the Zaharoff website, guys. TLTG Fam 10 will save you 10% off anything on your order, minus Z Creators. And I'm not sure if the discount codes are working on leather tobacco yet. Probably not. But as far as sampling and stuff like that, yeah, you could definitely save yourself a little bit here and there. When can we expect spring lists? So I do have a spring collaboration coming up in about a week. So in about a week, you'll start to see some stuff like that from me. How about you, Joe? Anything as far as spring content?
Probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'd say by the middle of March at the absolute latest, just because I've got stuff with work and different events and different things going on. And so, but I'm aiming somewhere between the next 2 to 4 weeks, basically, to start releasing more spring content for sure.
130 viewers, 78 likes, guys. Do me a quick favor, hit that thumbs up. It's free, takes the blink of an eye to do real quick for me. As far as the spring list, it's still going to be, I mean, it's still snow season for me here. I'm mainly going to be doing it for you guys, for those that want to see it, because not everybody's in the snow in the mountains like I am. But the stuff I'll be talking about for my list are the stuff, as usual, the stuff I plan on reaching for, the stuff I'm excited to wear. It's not just really recommendations. It's all my topics are personal to me. You know what I mean? I just kind of take you guys along with me. So that's pretty much what it'll be for me. And so I have one more. Oh, here we go. How can we get our nose on Evening Mystique? So any order from Zaharoff will come with all 3 samples of the Zed Creator fragrances. That's going to be your best bet. Any purchase from Zaharoff. Juan still has decants available. Fatboyfragrance.com. You can purchase a decant from Juan. Again, that's fatboyfragrance.com. Or you can purchase a bottle while we still have them. That's pretty much the 3 options that I know of. I'm not sure who else is decanting them, but Juan's definitely the go-to that I recommend. Again, that's fatboyfragrance.com. Yeah, look, here we go. Fatboy Fragrance.
Shout out to Juan.
Yep, shout outs to Juan. So I've got one left. Joe's got one left. And this one really surprised me. This was a blind buy. I don't have a bunch of fragrances from the house. We're talking about Aqua De Parma. And speaking of fragrances for spring, it's a perfect segue because this is one I'm very eager to wear for spring. It will be in my spring niche list. It is Colonial Pura. I really, really, really enjoy this. It's a little bit of jasmine. There's some fresh greens, obviously some citrus, authentic, believable type stuff. Anybody familiar with this brand, you know when it comes to their fresh fragrances, it's very authentic. They're more on the short-lived side, but it's more about an experience, as a true freshie is. It's about an experience for just a few hours. Then you respray and reapply. This fragrance is no different. It does last decent on my skin, but it's more of a skin scent for half of its lifespan, where it's not real strong. The sillage isn't the greatest after about an hour or two. But it's, like I said, it's a true freshie, so it's about the experience. Citrus, fresh greens, there's a little bit of petitgrain. Those of you familiar with me and my green scents know that petitgrain is one of my favorite notes in fragrances. For spring, a lot of my rotation features fragrances that have petitgrain notes in them, such as Aqua Celestia Forte from MFK, for example, Vintage Green from Banana Republic, just stuff that has the petitgrain note. Eau Sauvage Cologne from Dior, Givenchy Gentleman Cologne, these fresher fragrances that feature these silver and white type of themes to their presentations. That's stuff that I really like to reach for. And this one's amazing. You can find it in the $60, $70, $80 range, which isn't terrible for their fragrances. It is still an eau de cologne. It performs a little bit better than more synthetic eau de colognes, believe it or not, with these realistic, authentic ingredients and oils. They're not as short-lived for me as they may be for some. Like I said, decent 4, 5, maybe even 6 hours out of this. Just not going to be really strong after about an hour, hour and a half. But the experience, the wearing experience to this, because the scent profile is just almost to die for. I absolutely love the way this one smells. This one really surprised me last year, and I am looking forward to wearing it as soon as I start getting spring weather in the 60s to 80s. Aqua De Parma Colonial Pura. You have some
classic
with it,
Italian fragrance. Classic Italian fragrance. I've had the opportunity to try that a lot. We sell that one too in my store, so I've at least introduced it to a lot of people. I haven't sold that many bottles myself personally, but that is definitely Aqua De Parma. You can't go wrong with.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Skels is a complete idiot. I said Givenchy, not Jumanji. And I'm not sitting in the dark. It's more of an ambiance and vibe with the stuff behind me with a softer lighting in front of me. I had somebody ask me in my comments yesterday, are you just going for a different vibe now, or is that unintentional? Lighting's always intentional, guys. Always intentional.
Always.
Going for a different vibe, you know?
Always.
So, last but not least, hit us with it, Joe. I'm ready. I don't know if they're ready.
I don't think y'all are ready, because you know what, Ross? I really appreciate you. I really appreciate everyone who is in the chat, everyone who's ever watched my channel, subscribed. I've been doing this for 10 years. Basically, this year will be 10 years. But yeah, so because of that, I want to show some appreciation. And I have an honorable mention. I saved it for last because I also want to do a giveaway for your subs and for anyone who subscribes to me.
You have to be subscribed to an UnAverage Joe on YouTube. His link is at the top of the chat. It's quick and easy.
Yes.
Because you're going to want to be in this one, guys.
You are going to want to be in this one. So, my honorable mention for UnAverage Picks 2023 is a coveted fragrance that is discontinued. Not easy to find. Now, I will say, and I'm probably going to upset some people, I'm sorry. You have to be in the U.S. to enter this giveaway.
Yes, the name.
Make it easy
on
on
me.
me.
Yes, Continental United States.
I'm sorry, Denim. I'm sorry.
Perfect timing that he just asked.
And I didn't even see that part. I just, but the giveaway, 2 people are going to win.
2 lucky winners.
2. My honorable mention is a fragrance I recently acquired last week.
I'm sniffing my decan of it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what's up, Sam? Great to see you. Shout out to Sam Broom. My
killing people, Joe.
I know. I mean, listen, we flew by the whole video, so that's why
we are 36 minutes in.
Exactly. So, my final one, my honorable mention, although I actually have an actual number 5 because this is an honorable mention. Gucci Guilty Absolute.
Bam.
2 lucky winners. I don't think you understand. 2 lucky winners. 1 each will be winning.
So the third one is his bottles, guys.
Yes, the third one is mine. But 1 for one, 1 for the other. 2 bottles, Gucci, Guilty, Absolute. 2 people will win, but you have to be subscribed to me. You have to. Please be subscribed.
Sub to both channels. It's that simple. Continental United States only. Now, here comes the real caveat. What do they need to put in the comments section to enter? Have you thought of that?
Yes, I have. I recently as yesterday, made a short video. It was a top 5. I need and would like for you to enter the giveaway. Again, you have to be in the United States. You have to be subscribed to my channel, please. Thank you. But you also have to put UnAverage.
Is it top 5 fragrance in the mall for 2023?
It is.
Okay, so I'm gonna copy that link and put it in the video description for you guys.
So this way you all have it. It literally was uploaded yesterday. And just put UnAverage. That is it.
Easy enough, right?
Keep it easy. I don't need them to jump through hoops or nothing too crazy.
So I'm gonna put it in the live chat as well. But I went ahead and put it down below in the video description, guys. It says to enter the giveaway, click below, and you're gonna put UnAverage. Doesn't have to be spelled a special way like how I have it in the thumbnail with the capital U and a capital A. Just put UnAverage in the comments and you'll be entered. How long are we leaving this open for, Joe?
Let's give them 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So this way they have. I'm gonna be generous. Anyone who wants to watch this has 2 weeks from. You know what? Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Valentine's Day.
That's
I will
literally
go ahead.
2 weeks from today.
Yes. So Valentine's Day, I will be giving gifts, showing the love to my subscribers, and I will do a live stream at some point in the day. I don't know when my schedule will allow me yet, but there will be a live stream where I will do the raffle. So,
guys, this is every time we do a giveaway on a live stream, not in the live chat. not even on this video. Chat. Not even on this
not
video.
This video.
There's people putting UnAverage in the live chat. Guys, you got to click the link that's either the shorts video link that I put in the chat, or if you look in the video description, I'll put a link for the shorts video on his channel. And in the comments of that video, you're going to put UnAverage.
Right. On my shorts. It's a top 5 list just uploaded yesterday. Top 5 in the mall.
Yeah, I can't help but do like, God.
Maybe one day.
Look, this is why, for those of you that saw the shorts of me making fun of all the fools that get scammed in my giveaway videos, that's why I made fun of you guys, because nobody listens. Nobody listens. Jesus Christ. I'm rooting for you guys. I want everybody to have an opportunity. But guys, y'all gotta, and I know it's a very small amount of you. It's only been 2 or 3 people in this chat, and I'm just busting your balls. But always pay attention, because there's scams. That's why I didn't even want to advertise this giveaway for this live stream, because there would be scam Telegram accounts come and try to get you guys. It happens every time any channel on YouTube promotes a giveaway, and the word giveaway is anywhere in the title or the thumbnail. It's ridiculous. But sorry for the tangent. It's like, Jesus Christ, guys. We just told you it's in a different video, not here.
So for my actual number 5.
Yeah, hit us with it.
Bulgari's Oram. Another Italian house. You did Aqua De Parma, so why not Bulgari? This is a part of their gem collection, which a lot of people really need to try out. Tltg is a part of this collection. Oram. Scammers do suck. Yes. But this one is leather spicy with a sweet dry down to it. It's really, really good.
Spicy leather is always the way to go. I mean, you're wearing spicy leather right now.
Exactly. But this one is a little bit softer, whereas like the leather here is definitely like leather. This is the leather. I know the leather George was going for, and he definitely went with it on here.
For sure.
This is like a nice suede type of almost suede, not necessarily, but this bottle only comes in 100 ounces. I mean 100 mLs.
100 mLs would be huge.
Yeah, no, it's 100 ml. So that's the only size for this line. But if you haven't checked out any of the Bulgari line, especially the gems, definitely need to check them out. And if you are inclined to shop retail, by all means contact me.
Bloomingdale's, correct?
Exactly, Bloomingdale's. I work specifically with Tltg, but I can still, since I'm in a Bloomingdale's, I can assist with the entire floor, and so I can, I placed an order for Juan. That's how he got the Tom Fords. I've placed orders for a few people. Again, though, it has to be the United States. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, there's definitely, keep in contact with me, because there's some fragrances that are being released too that I know about, and maybe if I get to know you, then I will share the information. But
there's another gentleman that's in this chat that gets privy to some information that he shared with me that I can't wait to talk about, because there's a few I'm excited about that are coming.
So it's going to be a good time.
On the inside now.
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely. And so it's a good time. It's definitely going to be a good time. But you know what? It's such a good time. I do want to give away one other thing, and I'll announce it right here. A third giveaway, but this is separate from the Valentine's, unless this happens at the same time. When I hit 3,000 subs, right now I'm at 2660 or something like that, 26, somewhere in the 2600s.
You are currently at 2,680 according to what YouTube's showing. 2.68.
Amazing. So 2.680. When I hit 3,000, I will be giving away a full bottle of apple brandy on the rocks from Killian, because I am, a New Yorker. Although that isn't the one specifically made for New York, that was original apple brandy, but apple brandy on the rocks is just as good. So in the US,
insiders. Here comes another one wanting to be included in the insiders talk.
Exactly, insiders.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna name names, Jason, but I wasn't talking about you. But sure, Jason too.
Definitely. Hey, But yes, Enrique, any new releases for Tltg this year? like I said, just keep in contact with me and I'll be able to let you know. At the moment, we have more of stuff that was released, but then they like kind of pushed it back for seasonal purposes. But definitely it helps to stay within my circle.
Well, there you
So
heard it, guys. When he gets to 3K, you can win a bottle of apple brandy on the rocks from Killian Joe with the banger, big heavy hitter giveaways. Gucci Guilty Absolute and a Killian fragrance. Good Lord. And then Randy's the other person I was talking about, guys. Apparently he hates this guy now that shared the info with him, and he's saying I can share. Joe, what do you think? Should I tell him the two that I'm really excited about for this year?
go ahead.
Lamal Elixir and Ombre Leather Eau de Toilette.
Ooh, okay.
I am excited. There's a few
Okay.
more he told me about, but that's the two that I'm like really excited for. I think those two are going to be really good. Picture ombre leather, but fresher, you know, and then probably the ultimate version of Lamal's scent profile if they do it right, you know, because these elixir flankers have been pretty damn good so far. That's why Chanel, I need Bleu de Chanel elixir because y'all would do it better than anyone else, you know. So
Yes.
No, so one more time, the two I'm really excited about that haven't even really been announced yet is Ombre Leather Eau de Toilette from Tom Ford. The EDT version. They're going backwards. They did an EDP and a Parfum. Now they're going to do an EDT. And then Lamal Elixir. That's exciting for me. I don't know who else is excited, but I'm excited. It's been killing me. Randy told me like a week and a half ago. It's been killing me.
I am interested for sure. You have my attention, especially with the Elixir. I wanted the Le Parfum, so if the elixir is going to be anything like that.
Well, I would hope it's closer to the original because the Le Parfum is
that's what I mean.
An iris fragrance, you know?
Right.
Whereas I would love a rich, warm take on the original's DNA. Very few changes, you know, just really richen it up. That would be amazing, I think, if they could stay as true as they can to that formula, but make some, 25, 30% concentration of it. Oh, that's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed. And then I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Ombre Leather Eau de Toilette's going to be fantastic.
Right.
I would be disappointed if it's not. I expect it to be an 8 out of 10 or better type of fragrance because the other two are great, you know.
I haven't tried Opsis yet, Nosy. That's a boutique, not diptyque. That's a boutique exclusive, and I haven't had a chance to go to the boutique yet for my training. But yeah, I haven't tried Opsis yet. I seen you comment. It was a lot to cover in those few minutes, but I got you.
We've been talking about a lot. Nick, I haven't worn Diaghilev in a while. It never pops in my mind. It's funny that you ask. Maybe I need to throw it in the rotation while it's still cold outside. It's just I haven't been doing anything. But you know what? I do have something special coming up that I can't really talk about. I think I might take that with me. You gave me a great idea, Nick. I think I'm going to take Diaghilev with me. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm not at liberty to discuss what's going on. You guys will see when the time comes, but I have something really cool going on that I should bring a few really nice fragrances with me for. And that's a really nice fragrance. So Elixir is the new blue scents. Well, it's the ultimate versions of a lot of these fragrances. 1 million Elixir. It's really good. You know, really, really good. Dior Sauvage Elixir. It's really good.
Speaking of Juan, 1 million Elixir.
There you go.
One of his samples, his decants, Fat Boy Fragrance. So, shout-outs. Really, this was good. I liked 1 million Elixir.
I like it. I'm getting a bottle this month. I'm going to get that and Le Parfum this month.
Hey,
yep, I plan on buying those within the next week or so. So, one more time for you guys that want to enter, 2 90 ml bottles of Gucci Guilty Absolute being given away by Joe. The link is in the description for his shorts video from yesterday. Go to that link, and in that shorts video in the comments, just put UnAverage, Continental United States only, and you will be entered. Announcement on Valentine's Day. Giveaway winners announced on Valentine's Day. I'm assuming, Joe, you'll do a live stream for that?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know just yet on what my schedule, if it's going to be like an early morning or
around Valentine's Day.
It will be on Valentine's Day. It might be at 8 a.m. Eastern time. It might be at
and I'll direct you guys over there whenever he's going to do it. For those of you, but you should be subscribed to him anyway because you got to do that to enter.
Exactly. And Also, when enough of you subscribe and I get to 3K, I'm doing a bottle of apple brandy
on the rocks by Killian. So
yes,
3 really cool giveaways that Joe is doing. Make sure to subscribe. His channel link is pinned at the top of the chat, or so you can go enter the Gucci Guilty Absolute giveaways. Go click that shorts link that's in the video description. Subscribe to him from there and comment UnAverage in the comment section so you can be entered. And 2 lucky winners are going to each going to get a bottle, 90 ml of Gucci Guilty Absolute. I'm excited for you guys. I got a bottle coming my way. I'm super excited because I sniff on this deep all the time. It's so good. If you like woodsy, dry leather, or fresh greens, like Joey says, it reminds him of being out in the woods, out in the wilderness. I can see why. It's very dry, woody, and green. This is not the challenge that people have said it is over the years, guys. Is it a little more daring than the run-of-the-mill stuff? Sure. Kudos to Gucci's, direction. They always go kind of out the norm with their fragrances for designers. But this is an enthusiast fragrance. This is for me and you guys. This is for those of us that treat this as a hobby and not just something we wear to work every day. That's what this fragrance is for.
So Ethan, yes, the live giveaway for this live today, the giveaway is 2 bottles.
No, he means like we're giving something away right here, right now that they can win. No.
Oh,
you got 2 weeks to enter for those 2. And then once he gets to 3,000, that giveaway is not active yet. Once he gets to 3,000 subscribers, he's going to do a giveaway of Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Killian. He's going to give a bottle away.
Yes, whenever that is. If within the next 2 weeks I do that too, then hey,
this is why I didn't want to advertise these giveaways, because literally we talked about it before we went live. I wanted this to be available to those of you that actually support me and Joe and aren't here just because you saw a giveaway being advertised. You actually watch me and Joe, and that's who we want to win these, because this is really cool of Joe to do this. That's a pretty badass giveaway in my opinion.
I love y'all. So we are family. We're a fragrance family, community, unity. So I appreciate y'all who have supported me for the 10 years or who have supported me for the last 10 minutes. Either way, I still appreciate it. So,
this is one of the other ones he told me about. Angel Share Parfum's coming. That's one of the other ones.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem.
That's going to be hard to top because Angel Share is so good already.
I love Angel Share, but I do love it on women. So if they have the Parfum, then it could be a his and hers situation for me.
The Scales, just in case it's sad that this has to be explained, but Scales, you're right. And you're not going to win both bottles. It's 2 different winners for sure. Thank you, Scales.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Scales. He's absolutely right. Joe, you're a beast. I agree. Fragcom family. Gucci Guilty Parfum. John, I've never tried it personally. This will be the last one before we sign out. Joe, have you tried Gucci Guilty Parfum?
I have. I like Parfum over Eau de Parfum. It's a little bit more rosy. It's a little bit more deeper. The Gucci Guilty Eau de Parfum kind of has like a weird smell, like an actual weird smell to it. Not that it smells like fish, but it smells just weird. Yeah, it has something going on with it. So
I have the intense. I have the intense. I've tried the cologne, which is weird. I like that one. I've been wanting to get a bottle. Weird fragrance. A lot of their fragrances are weird. This one is actually not as weird as some of their other offerings in this line. So, but good luck to everybody. For anything to give away one last time, make sure you click that shorts link for Joe's short video from yesterday down in the description. Subscribe while you're there. Comment UnAverage so you can be entered. 2 lucky winners. Gucci Guilty Absolute. When it gets to 3K, 1 lucky winner. Apple Brandy on the Rocks by Killian. So thank you again for doing this, Joe.
Thank you, Ross.
One last super chat. Bought 4 bottles of the Parfum. I love it that much. Not so famous. I appreciate you. And on that note, we're signing out. Again, make sure to like this stream and subscribe to an UnAverage Joe. Thank you guys for coming. Y'all have a good one.